So we're now at Okonomiyaki, I think it's called, in Hiroshima. This place is 5 floors of okonomiyaki, like pancake foods. We did try in Tokyo, but it wasn't very good. But this is like where they originated, so we expect them to be much better here. We weren't quite sure what to expect of this place, and I guess it does not meet my expectations, but that's probably in a good way. There's just like endless options to try. We're only on the 2nd floor, and as I said, it goes up to the 5th floor. And it's like all the same stuff. And the Hiroshima Carps baseball team are very popular here. Not sure how I feel about the name, Carps.
Meh.
I wouldn't be very intimidated playing against the Carp. You know, it's like more intimidating to play against the Tigers or something. Now the 3rd floor, see what this looks like.
Oh, that is awesome. Awesome. Looks good. 4th floor. Wow. This looks so good.
I mean, I don't know how to pick where to go. They kind of all looks the same. I'm sure there are differences.
I'd probably pick one where there's a lot of local Japanese people eating it.
Floor 5 is just too classy. I'm not into this at all. I don't like it.
Oh. Whoa. Bye. We assume that this is ours, but I guess we don't really truly know. Yep. Trying to salivate.
Oh, it's cabbage.
That's a lot.
Like that.
Yeah, sure is.
So it looks like each pancake pile here goes with a pile of noodle here, but like I'm not understanding how that's going to work, because you get it on like a single plate and there's not really any more room for that giant mound of noodles. So I'm curious to see how this is going to work, unless they just keep flattening these down. Oh, there it is. It's just one big ass mound of food. And so the final step is a layer of egg underneath everything. So much food. That's necessary on top of it. Udon? Arigato. Well, I hope you're hungry. Might not have to eat tomorrow.
I'm actually not that hungry. So we're at Hiroshima station right now, and we dropped off one of our bags of luggage, put it in the locker room, so we've got less stuff to carry. And we passed by this restaurant, which is about to open right now, and the line is just, you know, extending out pretty far. Kind of makes me want to eat there, since
I wasn't even hungry until I saw this line, and now I'm hungry. I don't even know what kind of food they have.
I don't either, but it makes you kind of want it. The fact that there's so many people there. They're not tourists either.
I think it's called Pacho, which makes it sound like a Mexican restaurant, which would be very strange. This building behind me is called the Atomic Bomb Dome. The atomic bomb, it was the first one that was dropped on Japan, the first of 2. It was also the first one ever used. and the one that was detonated over Hiroshima was detonated about 600 meters above this building, almost directly above, not quite directly, but almost directly. And the bomb pretty much virtually destroyed the entire city, but because the bomb detonated above this building, the blast went downward and not sideways. So the building kind of remained intact compared to the rest of the city, and it still remains standing today. So it's been left as kind of a memorial. They've sort of reinforced it with some steel in there to keep the remaining structure up. This is basically the only thing that was left standing in the city. So this here is the hypocenter. This is the spot where the bomb detonated directly overhead, about 600 meters. There's a little plaque here. It says that it dispersed heat rays of between 3,000 and 4,000 degrees Celsius, and most people died instantly, of course.
Behind me is the Children's Peace Monument. It was dedicated to all the children that lost their lives in the bombing. This particular monument was inspired by a girl that was 2 years old when the bomb dropped. She survived it, but 10 years later she died of leukemia. So her classmates figured that this would be a nice dedication for her as well. There's a little girl and a little boy that are on the statues. I think the boy is behind us. Maybe we can film that later. But there's also writing on it that says in English, well, translated in English, it says, "This is our cry, this is our prayer for building peace throughout the world."
So these cases here are filled with paper cranes that are made by children in Japan and also abroad. They're kind of donated here out of respect for the children who lost their lives. And there are a lot of them. There are probably 10 or 12 of these cases that are filled with.
And the ones that are being entered right now were from the students that we were just filming.
There are like thousands of them in each one.
A nice man gave this origami crane to Tegan. It's very sweet.
So this is the peace bell. There's a world map on it with no borders that symbolizes unity. And you ring the bell, it strikes an atomic symbol here. I saw a couple timid Japanese girls doing the same thing that Kristen just did. So behind me is the atomic bomb memorial mound. After the bombing, they collected tens of thousands of bodies, a lot of which were unidentified, and they cremated them, and their ashes are now within this mound. They have a ceremony here every year on the anniversary to pay tribute to those who are here. This here is a monument to the Korean victims of the bombing. There were about 100,000 Koreans in the city when the bomb was dropped. They were here as forced laborers, pretty much. I'm not exactly sure if all of them were, but there were certainly some of them were, at least. It's interesting because the plaque here says they were civilian employees of the army. This here is the flame of peace, and it is going to be burning until there are no more nuclear weapons left on Earth. Probably will be burning for quite a while. So, this is the cenotaph, as it's called, for the victims. The marble thing inside there has the registry of all the known names of the victims of the bombing. And through it you can see the flame of peace and the A-bomb dome in the background. And it looks like there's a wreath here from the president of Brazil, I'm assuming.